Myself, Dr. Himandu Kumar, Department of English, BNM College, Badaiya. As we have discussed earlier about history of English literature from 14th century to 20th century, you have a study. Now the question may come: which writer came in which ages, and what was the circumstances of that ages of England? So briefly, I have discussed 14th century and 16th century. Today I will focus on 18th century and 19th century of English literature, in which period which writer came and what are the circumstances of that time of England. Before doing this, I will focus you about 16th century of England. Now, the 16th century is golden age of history of English literature. It was the age of Queen Elizabeth. It was the age of Renaissance. Renaissance means reawakening. But my question is that when it was first awakening, first revival of learning, then how it can be said that it was reawakening? Before Renaissance, there was no awakening. It was first awakening. Then we can say undoubtedly, without hesitation, that it was first awakening in the history of English literature in 16th century, that is known as golden period of English literature. And the giant personality of that age came Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. After God, he has written a volume of stuff. Now, what happens in 16th century? Before 16th century, the earth was a state, flat. There was no motion, no reasoning. Dark ages. That was the age of Chaucer, 14th century, in which he wrote Canterbury Tales, Chaucer, in 14th century. But everything will vanish, disappeared in 16th century, because in 14th century, the church was Roman Catholic Church, and it was that church was very tyrannical, very cruel. He has no importance of man. He gave certificate to go in hell or heaven. That was the time of 14th century of Roman Catholic Church was in England, and Chaucer, feeling that political power, that despotic power, that's why he could not succeed like William Shakespeare. But of course he was a scholar, not learned than Shakespeare, but due to his deprived him through Roman Catholic Church Pope. But in Renaissance, when reawakening, Roman Catholic Church vanished, disappeared, and new church came, that was Catholic Church. That church was very liberal, generous for human being, for writer. So in Renaissance, humanism came, scientists came, just like Leonardo da Vinci, Copernicus. It was an age of exploration and innovations. Now I will explain the word humanism. Humanism came in 16th century. What is the literal meaning of humanism and what is the philosophical meaning of humanism? Humanism means glorification of man. Glorification of man. That it can be said psychosoma. Psychosoma, that means mind and body is a functional unit. In 16th century, which prevailed William Shakespeare due to Protestant church. He has given full freedom, and his full books have been written, was published. There was no restriction that we did not find in 14th and 15th century, because there was barrier, there was curb of Roman Catholic Church. But in 16th century, everything became free of England. Political, social, economical freedom will be given in 16th century. And writer like William Shakespeare, who came, and it is known as After God because he has written a volume of stuff. That this is the difference between the Roman Catholic Church and Protestant Church. Chaucer could not succeed to Roman Catholic Church, but Shakespeare succeeded due to Protestant Church, liberal church, generous church. This is the reason of a developing as a writer like William Shakespeare, because full freedom he has availed, political, social, economical. And so he wrote Othello, King Lear, Macbeth in this time, during the period of 16th century. And audience liked it all over the world. That's why Shakespeare predecessor became so big and he was a rising star and became a stalwart personality of history of English literature, a writer, dramatist, tragic writer, comedy writer, and he wrote some sonnet that is to his love, that was the sonnet. So briefly, my introduction is that you understand the difference between 14th century, 15th century and 16th century, and what happens after 16th century I will give you in next lecture. But today I am nullifying about the 16th century. Question may come about this, so you should be prepared, you should be aware, and keep in mind what I am telling, what I am giving you lecture. So all of us at last come into conclusion that you must keep in mind the Roman Catholic Church and Protestant Church difference between 14th century, 15th century and 16th century. This is the difference which I have given a full lecture today, and I conclude that I hope that you must keep in mind, and you must read a book of History of English Literature by Kazamiya, Balameus and Nigbis. After that, I will teach you 18th century and 19th century of English literature. Okay, thank you.